Alright, so today I'm going to start welding the wheel housing to the quarter panel. This is the passenger side. This is the side that I had to replace the outer part of the wheel housing because it was all mangled up. So I just wanted to show you, what the fit up of that thing looks like. Even in spite of the fact that I put the inner wheel housing here, or I guess it's the outer wheel housing piece in place. I had the quarter panel just bolted in, and we used the quarter panel to align this inner wheel housing. But there was some kind of a hiccup at this corner down here, and I have a gap down there. I'm gonna have to make some kind of like a makeup piece or a filler piece. I'm happy with the fit along here, along this edge here, and coming along the top, pretty much to the middle. Fits really well. But then I've noticed that, turn around here now and go to the back. So this is about the middle. And when I get to the back here, obviously it's not, let me put this light down. These lights are annoying, but anyway. Alright, so obviously, at the back, I gotta hold it in here like this. But there's still a gap, maybe, I don't know, a ½ inch. I'm hoping I can clamp that closed. So that's what I'm gonna do next. I got a bunch of these little C-clamps. I'm gonna start putting those on. We're gonna start at the front end of the quarter panel, where it already fits tight, and then work my way around to the back. So let's see how I can, how well I can get it to line up. All right, so here it is. We're looking at the passenger side wheel housing to quarter panel connection, and I'm actually looking at it from behind. The inside. You can see I got a bunch of clamps. This is the forward edge, and then we move around. And when I get to about the center here, everything is still nice and tight, but past the center, you can see that the two edges of the panels don't line up. Oops. And they go to almost a ½ inch apart, and I can't squeeze that together with a clamp. That's just too much of a gap. Nothing will, there's not enough room to bend anything that far. So I got to figure out a different way to attach the quarter panel to the wheel housing piece. I think I'm going to try and use maybe some kind of panel adhesive or some other kind of, of a glue or a caulk or something. But I got to get one, that'll kind of fill a gap. I'm not sure that these two things are touching, really tightly everywhere. So I'll look into that, some kind of a caulk or something. And then I'll also have to figure out a way to fill this gap in between these two edges, because once they are, glued together, this will be a great place for, dirt and junk to collect. I really don't want that. I'm thinking I might cut that inner lip off and not have that in there, and that way, there won't be any kind of a ledge or a groove in there to catch any dirt. But I don't want to cut it off yet. I'm kind of still thinking about how I'm going to join these two pieces together. I also noticed down here at the bottom, oops, at the trunk floor drop off, which is this piece on the car. This is the bottom of the quarter panel, and these two, they don't really align with each other. So that's easier to fix. I'll just take a piece of sheet metal and extend the trunk floor drop off down to the bottom of the quarter panel. I already anticipated that was going to be a problem. So when I had the quarter panel, oops, that's the spring. When I had the quarter panel off of the car, I ground all of the E-coat off of this edge of it. Same thing back here, where this thing comes out at the back. So those are easy, gaps to make up and to fix. But like I said, the more challenging thing is going to be joining the quarter panel back here to the wheel housing where they don't fit together. Put this light on it, so you got a big gap there. And the kind of the frustrating thing is too, when I put this wheel housing piece on, I had the quarter panel in place. I had it all you know, clamped and screwed into where we thought it was going to go, and then we put the wheel housing on. So obviously we didn't have the quarter panel in the right place, or, you know, since we moved it around so much to get a better fit at the back, it just didn't work out. But, you know, it is where it is now, so I just got to figure out how I'm going to hook those together.